Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Nkositalkshows, where our coaches can help you get more from your life and create concrete steps to help you get there. My name is Nomsa Clara Mngube. I am the founder of Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency and the founder of Nkositalkshows. I have three experts with me today, and I'm going to let our experts introduce themselves. Also, they can lay out their professional credentials, expertise. And before we do anything, it's a special day for our beautiful girl, Bobby. Happy birthday, Bobby.
Thank you.
And Happy New
Happy
Year.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Bobby, as it's your birthday today, you can take the stage, girl. Introduce yourself.
All right. Well, thank you very much. It's good morning to everyone here in the United States and over in the UK. Good afternoon and Happy New Year. My name is Bobby Jo Mackoltz, and I am a mindset success coach, and I am a certified Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant. And what that is Bob Proctor. If you don't know Bob Proctor, he's world renowned in the human development. And I absolutely love what I do. And I help clients get the results because nothing in the outside changes in our life. Nothing, our circumstances until we change the inside, our mindset. So have a wonderful day and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, birthday girl. Over to you, Tamia. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Well, good morning, Nomsa, Dr. Brigitte, and happy birthday, Bobby Joe. Happy birthday. My name is Tamia Dow, and I also am in the United States. I am in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am a coach and a ordained minister, title holding of a chaplain. I am also a filmmaker. I absolutely love being creative, and I love helping people tell their stories, whether it be through books or film or however they choose. I love to help them share their story and live their God-planned life.
Thank you so much, Tamia. You look like a princess today. Thank you so much, our queen. Dr. Birgit, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you, Numsa, and good morning and good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Happy birthday, Bobby. And so, would you love to be able to easily and with fun thrive even when you are having a tough times and win and have super awesome outcome easily and with fun? And that is what I do. I help you navigate through tough times easily and be able to win faster and easier as a speaker, coach, and author of the book Seeking Peace.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Birgit. So our topic today is how to stay strong and celebrate your life during tough times. Basically, we will be giving tips to living a happier life as we are heading to the new year today, and it's actually we are grateful as the speakers and Nkositalkshows myself. I'm really grateful that we made it to actually 2021, even though it's been tough, but we've made it. We hold on to hope, we hold on to our faith, and we are here today. And Bobby, she's celebrating her birthday. It's such an amazing time where, because some people never got to experience this, but we did. So we're just gonna give you guys some tips and just have time. Guys, we forgot to set up the time. What time are you guys? Do you want exactly 1 hour or a little bit over 1 hour?
We'll see, but 1 hour is good.
I think 1 hour is good.
Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So how can you find things to celebrate when everything is so bad? I'm gonna start with the birthday girl. I'm sorry, girls. She's a queen today. Sorry.
I need a tiara just like
How can
there we go.
How can you find things to celebrate when everything is so bad, Bobby?
That's easy to say. Gratitude, right? When there's even nothing in your life to look forward to or you're happy about, start with the simple things. You can see us, you can hear us, you have two legs. Start being in gratitude about the wonderful things in your life. I have my clients, we talked about this last week. Someone said, write down 3 things a day and have them be 3 separate things for 30 days straight. It can be something so easy as this cup of coffee and just saying it's really good. It's warm. It makes me feel good. The light that we have, the sunshine, the rain, whatever it is, your dog, the slippers on your feet to keep you warm. What is it that, find that gratitude when you're in a bad spell of something and you just think there's no hope? Write a few things out that you absolutely love and you feel grateful for. And that switches your vibration because you're not no longer then focused on the negative. You're seeing the good. And I'll leave it at that and see what the girls have to say this morning.
So much, Bobby. Thank
Yes.
you so much. I think gratitude, having gratitude for everything that you have or whatever you do, just having, for me, sometimes I look at myself like on Christmas Day, we were at home, we're expecting to go and visit our in-laws, but we couldn't. So we just stayed at home and I look at the sweets, I look at the food and I was like, thank you, God. And I'm going to just starve myself, not worrying about the weight, not worrying about anything. And I actually enjoyed myself. So thank you so much, Bobby. I'm going to hold on to that gratitude, hold on to that hope. Thank you so much. Tamia, over to you, please.
Hi. I always really appreciate, and I
I love
love
your glasses.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm just so excited about the future. Yet my big thing is to always respect and honor the past. So when it comes to remembering, it's important to remember, right? Gratitude, as Bobby Joe has said, has always been top of my list. Gratitude, though, when I talk about looking back and being thankful for those things that you've been carried through, thankful for now. We're at the end of the year. We're getting ready to move into a new year. I say don't run so quickly into the new year. Reflect upon that you've been carried through in the last year, because that is something that we need to take a moment on and honor it and thank the Lord and whoever your higher power is for getting you through 2020 to get you to 2021. And then think about what you want your 2021 to look like, because you can draw that in. And that's part of how, when we talk about how you're able to cope, is that's part of how I'm able to cope. Because when I look at the good and focus on the good and choose to focus on the good and be thankful for those things, I know that then the universe and God is going to bring those things into my life more so, because I appreciate it. So take some time to reflect and remember what you've come through in 2020 and bless it, honor it, be thankful for it. And you guys, it's the good and the bad, because there's lessons in both of it, the good and the bad. Whether you ended up, losing your job or losing a family member or losing these things that we look at as loss, take a moment and look at the lesson in it, because we are all appointed for just a short time on this earth. So people will pass in your life. It happens. Let's not dwell and focus on it. Let's be thankful that they were in our life for the time that they were, and then look at what and how we can be a better person moving forward because that person was in our life, or because that thing was in our life, whether it was your job or your house or whatever, because people have lost a lot of things. Focus on the good. What was the lesson of the loss? And then celebrate the fact of what you do still have, those items and those people, and celebrate them, spend time with them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm celebrating you guys, and I'm celebrating my family. I'm celebrating my life. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Bigot, please.
Thank you, Numsa. I love those answer, Tamia and Bobby Joe as well. To be grateful, for what's great and what's to honoring the past is what you're saying, Tamia. To me, to celebrate is yes, definitely to be grateful. But for me, celebrations is to go what sort of like one octave higher, and that is when we celebrate. If we think about it, whenever we're celebrating something, we have fun. So for me, celebrating is having gratitude with fun. And when you combine gratitude with fun, you kind of just immediately have the feeling of, yes, this is awesome kind feeling. And you bring your energy one octave even higher. So to me, yes, it's being grateful, but also being grateful and having fun, and even just a fun feeling with it. And that is how you can celebrate. Look at what's the the good that's still there, and also look what the possible good. We can say that the glass is half empty or three-quarter empty in this case, or we can say that the glass is refillable with sparkling water if we choose to do that, or champagne since it's New Year's Eve. And we celebrate that we will be able to, that we actually have a glass, or you can say, of course, you can choose to say the glass is three-quarter empty or three-quarter refillable with champagne, and celebrate with the possible good that you can gain out of any circumstance, recognizing, like Tamia says, what it is, recognizing that the lesson, recognizing that the glass need to be refilled. So we're not Pollyanna, but we focus on the good that's still there and the possible good that we can gain, and have fun doing it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Bigot. No matter what you're going through in your life, learn to celebrate. Learn to celebrate you, because you have not lost everything. As long as you're still breathing, you still have you. Everything that you need is within you. So thank you so much, Dr. Bigot. So, Bobby, why do you want to celebrate even when you're going through tough times? Is it not enough to be grateful?
Well, few things in there. I loved what the ladies had said. The one that Tamia said is like, bless it and learn it. You know, we're here to grow. We're here to learn. When we're not growing, we're disintegrating. We're always in vibration, so we're always moving, and it's all about the growth. And if we're not growing, then we're not going anywhere. You're not. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to grow. It's part of the life. It's the journey of everything, right? They always talk about, so cliche, the peaks and the valleys. And that's all part of the lesson. If it was always completely high, what would that be? We wouldn't know the opposite of that. And that's just the journey of life, to celebrate the good with the bad, because it's about the growth and it's about the learning. So I love what you stole my thunder there, Doc. Yes, the cup half empty or half full. Happiness is a choice. Which way are you going to look at that? And one analogy I like to use is like what I use with my clients is like, you're driving down the road. It's your road, you're driving, you see an accident, and you kind of look, you observe it, you know what's going on. That's what we do with COVID. We see it, we're aware. Elections here in the States, we see it, but you don't get so consumed by it that you're just this way. Then what happens? Where are you looking? You're not looking at your life and your growth. You're too focused over there. So happiness is a choice and what you're looking at. And I have this great quote. There's a book that I just did yesterday. I'm in a book club that I have with my clients, and it's Psycho-Cybernetics. Not sure if Doctor knows this, by Maxwell Maltz. And yesterday's lesson on chapter 7 was about happiness. Your happiness. And there's this great quote in here by Epictetus that says, men are not unhappy about, here it is. Men are not disturbed by the things that happen, but by their opinion of the things that happen. So let's think about that, right? It's about our perception. And COVID, think about your perception. Way one person looks at one thing, maybe somebody looks at it a different way. And there's an easy way to do this. I could show you something and you'd say there's a turtle on that coaster, and I'd say no, there's not, it's black. And you'd say no, there's a turtle. Well, no, there's not. But because you're right, it doesn't mean I'm necessarily wrong. There's no turtle there. It's your perception. So you need to take yourself away from things sometimes and have a different perception. Right? What's your intention for the new year? What are you going to grow? What are you going to do? And you have to focus on that, because happiness is that choice. So we can go more and more. We're going to feed off of each other here. So happiness is a choice. Is your cup half empty? Is it half full? What are you choosing to look at? You choosing to look at that, or you just choosing to acknowledge it and keep on keeping on and doing you and best serves you? I hope that answered the question. And we'll be back, I know, full circle, and we'll talk some more.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bobby. I love it when you say happiness is a choice. It is a choice. We can choose to be to be unhappy, or we can choose to be happy. So everything we do in life is up to us. And you were telling me about this book. I took a picture, and I'm gonna get a copy for myself. And hopefully when you are running your book club, you're going to include me next time, please. Even if I had to leave someone running the show and join your mastermind, I don't mind, because I think 5 days a week is enough for me. If I have to come out for one day, I'm sure the speakers can manage. They can manage without me. So next time you are doing that, I love creating image, and I love anything to do with the happiness. So please let me know next time. And Tamia, over to you, please. How do you want to celebrate even when you're going through tough times? Is it not enough to be grateful?
I love what Dr. Regit said about having fun and celebrating. And you guys know my nature, right? I love to have fun. I've always got, all around my office and my desk and everything, I have things that bring me joy, things that allow me to have fun and make me smile and focus on the positive. Everybody doesn't know my background. I come from law enforcement and I come from the military. So I've seen some dark things. I've helped people as a minister. I've helped people through some dark things. So for me, I have to keep myself joyful. I have to keep myself happy. I have to keep myself excited about life. And I tell you what, one of the mantras I have first thing in the morning when I wake up and I open my eyes, I learned this from a self-development thing that actually I was all the way up to being an instructor in. And we would wake up and say, I love my life. And we'd say it really loud and really powerful. I love my life. And we just put that in our spirit and put that in the universe. I love my life. Wherever I might be today, however I might feel today, I love my life. And when you put words out, the universe hears you, right? I love my life. I'm excited about my life. I can't wait to see what today is going to bring. I can't wait to see what 2021 is going to bring. I so enjoyed what 2020 brought, because so far, actually, successfully, I can say I woke up every single day in 2020. That is a blessing. So I choose to make it fun. I make my life fun, even in the midst of, as Bobby Joe was sharing, if I see an accident, right? Because I have the nature, I will pray right away for everybody involved, praying that everybody's okay and the people on their way to come help them are okay and all that kind of stuff, right? And then I go back into my world, because I have to be present in my world, because it's when we're distracted that things happen to us, good and bad, but mostly bad when we're distracted. So we got to stay focused on being positive, being joyful, having fun with life. This life is a gift to us. God gave us this life as a gift. So what we do with this life is our gift back to Him. So do we want to live life in misery, or do we want to live life in joy? and by what we do and what we say and who we spend our time with, and you know, that kind of stuff. So I just love my life, and I'm joyful. And I tell you what, I show fruits of being a person who loves their life, because we have some people who will say those words out of their mouth, then they go out and they're miserable and they're, you know, and you say, who are you, two different people? What happened? So get up in the morning, say, I love my life, choose joy, because it's your choice. You have the power to see something as positive or negative. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you choose to respond to it. Choose joy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate, girl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Obviously, no one wants to choose miserable. I choose joy, and I choose to respond positively in my life. So thank you so much, Tamia. I hope our audience are taking notes, because we don't know what's going to happen to 2021. And for me, I will say, just keep up the spirit. You know, I love, I don't know how I actually, the speakers, I love the energy of the speakers that are on Nkositalkshows Talk Show. I don't have a speaker that is miserable, and I thank God for that. I thank God for, honestly, you guys are amazing. You are so joyful, even outside the talk show when we're talking on our group. You guys, you are so, I'm so happy that you guys are part of this. So thank you so much. Tamia, Dr. Bigot, please, over to you.
Thank you. So your question is why we want to celebrate in addition to just being grateful. Why is it not enough to just be grateful?
Yes.
My answer for that is because it's actually, for me, it's going back to this chart by Dr. David Hawkins on vibrational energy. So Bobby's gonna touch this briefly. This is a chart from Dr. David Hawkins in his book Power versus Force on vibrational energy. We know that everything is energy, everything has a vibration. The universe, life, move at a very high vibrations. The universe always grow, always being more alive. If you look at trees that thriving, they are always sprouting out more greens. I have a big trees here. I'm looking at it every week. It has new greens, and for the universe to flow like that, universe vibrate at this level high up here. And so for us, if we would love to, for things to be easy in our life, for what it is that we would love to simply, easily, and with fun flow into our life, we want to be vibrating in alignment with the universe high up here. And so when we look at this, where we are having, and the vibration energy goes down here being shame, guilt, apathy, fear, and the higher up you go, you have love, you have joy, gratitudes run along with joy, and then you have peace and enlightenment. When you are having fun, when you are celebrating, in addition to having gratitude, it's actually take your energy level even higher than just love and joy toward the level of enlightenment in here. And that's when you have everything's going even easier. Everything just, you know, there is, and then a lot of time you can have gratitude in a very centered way. But if you really celebrating with gratitude, we're not talking about celebrating to show up. We're talking about celebrating with genuine appreciations and gratitude. Then you can, even if you just practice it, if you just try it a couple times at home, you notice that your energy level go one level up, which means your vibrations goes a little one level up. And so that will allow you to be in alignment even more with the universe, and things will flow into your life with even more ease and fun. So that's my scientific answer for the question.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Bigot. Thank you. It's all about celebrating and having gratitude and having joy. It's amazing. It's amazing when you learn to appreciate your your life, and it doesn't matter what you're going through, because no problem is here for permanent. Every problem is teaching us a lesson. Basically, for me, my business basically is meeting the clients, but since the COVID-19, I've not been able to meet my clients. So right now I'm working online and meeting clients. But if it wasn't COVID-19, I wouldn't. Maybe I would have done it, maybe, but not now. So thank you so much, ladies. So Bobby, why don't how can you? Okay, I don't know how to put this. Why you don't need to feel guilty celebrating when people are having tough times?
Oh, that's interesting. Let me think about this for a sec. Why not feel guilty? Because that's not yours to take. This is exactly what I coach, is that, being reactive to the outside by what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Okay. That's being reactive. That's out here. But we're human beings. We are the highest form of creation on this earth. We're so more powerful. And so you can't have guilt, because we have the reasoning and the factor, our mental faculties, that you can see something and you can have compassion for that and feel for those people, but you don't have to take on that guilt that is outside of you. So this is where you learn to use your reasoning mechanism, your will, your perception, and you can see that you have these mental faculties like, yes, that's happening and there is stuff going on, but you don't have to react to it. You can respond. If you're feeling that guilty that you're celebrating your life and your life is that awesome, then do something, serve those people. Because it's one of the laws of the universe, givers gain, the law of cause and effect. What comes in comes out. So don't feel guilty. You share your joy, you share your celebration with them. Maybe give them a free meal or give them some money or pay a bill of theirs or whatever it is that they're going through in their hardship. And if you are feeling so great and your vibration is up here, which is, I absolutely love what you said, Dr. Forget there, is that you can spread that joy to them. You can give that back to them. You don't feel guilty for the gifts that you have in your life and in your heart. I'd like to talk quickly on what Tamia said, is that, when you say something out loud, Harvard University did a big study on this. When you say something out loud, you're going to give it 10% more power. And didn't you notice? So when you're in a bad mood and you just sit and complain about it and get everyone else, you're going to bring everyone down with you. But did you not feel Coach Tamia's excitement and celebrating life? That excitement. I love life. I love life. Doesn't that feel so good? That vibrational? I love my life. It's so awesome. Love it. Thank you, Tamia, for that. But so the guilt, don't feel the guilt. That's outside of you. Do not react. Do what you can and then be grateful again for your life. But don't be reactive of what's going around for you, because everyone else has that choice too. And I want to say that to people that, I am kind of a golden retriever and I have this great personality and I've worked through things in my life. And this really is how I wake up in the morning. But there are people out there who don't have this gift of this. And I don't feel guilty. I've worked hard on this life for me. So those of you who are watching, and this is always a struggle, I know, great, that's for you, but not for me. You've got to do what we're asking you to do, one, and shift that vibration. Start making mantras when you give that power and look it into the affirmations in those mirrors and say things, because you can shift your life. You do have the power. Keep watching the shows here every day. We are coming with you with all these little nuggets and tidbits about how you can control your life, that you can be in this joy and celebrate the beauty that God has given us in this universe and all the gifts. But it's a choice, like we keep saying, I get back to. It is a choice. That cup is half empty or half full. Are you going to sit in that negativity and in that guilt and in whatever it is? Or are you choosing to take the high road? Are you choosing to take that step forward and live in your power and your greatness? Work through the BS, but shine your bright light. And don't have guilt for the joy that you have. You can't. You just can always, because you're like that. You joy, when you walk into a room, you spread it to others. Don't come down to their level. Bring them up to you. And that's what great leaders do. They don't make other people feel good about that person. They make them feel good about themselves. So those people don't feel guilt. Take those people and bring them up and rise them. Point out, leave them with the increase and point out the good things in their life. And then you know what? When you do things like that, it brings your vibration up too. That's all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bobby. I like it when you say you shouldn't feel guilty. You should help them if you need to help, if you need to give up meal or you need to help with anything, as long you're not attached to their emotions, just help out because you get what you give. So I like when you say that great leaders, they lift people up. They don't worship themselves basically. So thank you so much, because if you are a great leader, your job is to help somebody and lift them up, make them feel good, not you making yourself feel good. So thank you so much. I hope our audience are taking notes, because it's very, very important to, it is our slogan actually, lead and find your voice. So basically that's what we do in Gossip Talk Show. We help our audience lead their lives and find their own voice, because we are not here just to talk and people to admire us. That's why I always say don't be a follower. If you are our audience, don't be a follower. It's very important to actually get in touch with the speakers, let them teach you what they know. That is an amazing tool if you want somebody to teach you what they know. So thank you so much, Bobby. Over to you, Tamia, please.
Can you do me a favor and restate the question?
Okay, the question is why you don't need to feel guilty celebrating when people are having tough times.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I I know that I have great favor on my life. I know that. I have been blessed to be in circumstances throughout my life that sometimes I look at and reflect on, even as I tell my stories of my life. And I know that if God's hand was not in it, I would not still be here, right? So when I go out and minister, because I'm a chaplain, so I minister actually all over the world. I've been to Uganda and Russia and Bolivia and just many different places where I go, I'm like, I've actually been told I'm a miracle sign and wonder, because oftentimes I don't look like the people I serve there, but I love that. I love culture. I love people. I love to learn from other people's cultures and the things that they do, but I also love to minister to people. And for me, being in such a blessed situation, a favorite situation, and to hold what we call in the ministry an anointing, to bring to bring to bring life to people and expose people to the positive, and to raise, I love the word that Bobby Joe used and Doc has used, their vibration, literally their vibration. But most people don't understand or know this. Life is energy. When someone has passed away, and unfortunately as a police officer, I had to see a lot of dead bodies. The person was no longer there. So when I hear someone speak of life being energy, of you yourself being energy, I truly understand that, because the minute we pass and take our last breath, we have this shell of a thing that is left behind. When we inhabit it, it is us. This right now is Tamia. My soul is in this body, and I'm living my life from this perspective, right? But when my life ends, which will happen to all of us, that we have only an appointed time here between our birth date and our passing away date to live our dash. And we must make sure that when we live our dash, we live a life in that dash that is something that we would be happy to have someone tell our story. In other words, we leave a legacy by how we behave here and what we do for people while we are here. So what I like to do, as I mentioned at the beginning, is to help people tell their story, not just tell their story, but reframe their story. What is that lesson that their life experience has given them? And then who can they share it with? Because yes, everybody's going through something. There is not a person in this world that is not going through something. And what we must do as compassionate leaders is to help people realize that there's nothing wrong with experiencing what you're experiencing. It's just choosing to experience it at this level instead of staying here, right? Because we go through challenges. We don't stay in challenges unless we choose to do that. So choose to learn the lesson and move on. Choose to be the light wherever you go, which means you bring the positive. Even if you have to step back, pray if you do, or meditate or ask the universe, what is it that I'm supposed to do here? How can I be the best me here? How can I best serve this situation and use the favor and the anointing that's on my life to bless this person that's in need or these people that are in need? And when we do that, then we know that we can make the world a better place just by our little input, because we can do what we can do. That's it. I can't do anything more than what my little body can do. But believe it or not, it's a lot that I can do if I just choose to do it and choose to be a vessel, so that when people will say, you know, the saying where they say they don't remember what you say, they remember how you made them feel. So I don't need to know the right words. I just need to know how to help them through that moment that they're in. So celebration is a big thing. We've been talking about it today, all day long. And I just wanted to take a moment and talk about the book that I created, which is a workbook called In Celebration of You. And it allows you to reflect on the things that have happened in your life. And this is also the tool that I use to help people figure out what their life mission is and what the lesson is they're supposed to share with the world. I encourage you, because one of the main points in there, Bobby Joe talked about it, and you know that I say this also Nomsa, is the I am statements, the power statements that you put in your mind every single day till you have it memorized, till you know. So that it doesn't matter what comes against you during the day, you will always remember, you know, I am amazing, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am kind, I am creative, I am loved, I am grateful, I am powerful, you know, I am bold, I am resourceful, I am dynamic, I am awesome. Just the list goes on and on and on. You can add to it and take away from it. But what I encourage you to do is create it. Create it, commit it to memory, commit it to your heart, so that whenever those fiery darts are coming at you, you can go, wait a minute, I am powerful. Because why do we love superheroes, especially women superheroes, right, ladies? Because they show us that we can be who we can be. And it's not just fictional, you guys. It's reality when you choose it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tamia. I can be who I want to be, who I choose to be. Bobby keeps saying life is a choice. And powerful words. You always say, Tamia, I am powerful. I am powerful. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can be who I want to be. Everything is possible. Everything that I want to become who I want to be is within me. So thank you so much, ladies. Over to you, Dr. Bigot.
Thank you, Numsa. So why do we not need to feel guilty what to celebrate when people are having tough times? To me, because it is actually more serving. It is a lot more, it's very serving. It is more, even more serving for us to be celebrating with genuine gratitude and humbleness. We're not talking about showing off kind of celebration, of course, but we're celebrating with genuine gratitude and humbleness. It's actually a lot more serving. And this is just an analogy I'm going to give you. Have you ever seen a candle? Most likely you have seen a candle. A candle bring light into this world. Say you are in the dark and you see a candle, you're like, oh my God, there is light. Now, have you ever, or think in your mind, if you never see if you never seen it, but think about a dancing candle, a candle and it's dancing around and it's having fun. Wouldn't you just not now in addition you say there is light, you're like, wow, there is light and it is fun. It's a lot more surfing when you are having fun, in addition to being grateful. When you're celebrating, you actually surfing, you actually be bringing even more light in a way that bringing even more joy to others in addition to yourself, because everything starts inside. We don't just do things for others, that like Tamia says, you want to be you. So if you genuinely celebrating, it's bringing even more light and even more joy to others in addition to yourself and to me. So it's celebrating when people are having a tough time, celebrating the little thing in life, showing helping others to follow you. So be an example on how to be able to celebrate every little thing in life. And that's actually very surfing to me. It's allow people who are having tough time to say, oh yeah, that those are little sprouts that I can celebrate. Oh yes, actually I didn't think about this, but these are little goods that I can be grateful and celebrate. So it's very very surfing for you to be celebrating even when everyone having a tough time. And also definitely you also deserve it. You deserve to celebrate, and you deserve to be celebrated. And so like Tamia's imply, you want to own it. So don't cover your lights. Don't cover your lights. Don't say, oh my God, I don't want to anybody know that I'm doing this because I'm worried I'm going to offend people. No, you're going to be an example. You're going to be an inspiration. This is a slightly different example. But when I was growing up with my friends, a few of us, we learned about world history, and we always find it so amusing, certain thing. And one of the thing that my friend and I find, a couple friends and I find very amusing, was all these things in Egypt. The pyramid and the Sphinx, and so as little girl, we said, oh, how cool is that? Imagine if we'll be able to go visit these places. And so there are three little girls talking about how cool would that, we'll be able to go to visit these places and dream, oh, maybe we'll have a Prince Charming take us to these places, right? And so this was this quite a few decades ago. And I'm very grateful, and I celebrate that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, in 2018, I actually was able to visit all these places we talk about, that we dream about. So much so, I even have a room that from my room and my suite, my balcony, I open the curtain, and there, the pyramid right in front of me. And so I share with that, with lots of gratitude and humility. And all the people all these little girls back then, they all come back and say, oh my God, we remember when we were sitting back there and we all talk about wanting to do that. And you are doing this. What's an inspiration? What's an inspiration for an example? And now we know that it's possible. First, it's possible to do, and then it's motivate us now to be able to also go and go for and reach what it is that we dream for now, what they dream for now. One of them is no longer interested in going to Egypt, that one of them want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro now. So it's like, so it's possible now. I want to go to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. So it's very surfing for you to celebrate and let your light shine. You deserve it, and everyone around you deserve it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Biget. I love celebrating. I love celebrating my life, even when I'm going through tough times. I love it. I was raised by two men. Basically, my parents are very, very strict, and my stepdad he was very strict, but he used to manipulate us and wanting us to actually to be, because he had his own businesses, he was very, very successful. So he wanted us to be successful. So he would come home and start lecturing us how important it is to create your own life, to create this. And everyone will get wind up. I would just celebrate him and say, you know what, you are my father. You can preach. I just tell him you can preach all night. I'm good as long as you are willing to find me to do what I want, my desires. And you know what? He was so happy. I celebrated. He would just come and preach. He do this, do. You know, parents out there like. So I'll just celebrate whatever he's doing and say, you know, you're my dad. So just tell me how I can save myself. As long as you're willing to fund me, I'm happy to basically to celebrate my life. Because, you know, when you have, like right now we are in Nkositalkshows and you guys are happy people. And when someone is willing to actually say, I'm holding your hand, I want to celebrate you, you have to allow that person. You have to actually be open up and say, I allow you to help me to celebrate me, to help me take my life to the next level. But some people can't celebrate you. Basically, they go funny when you succeed. So thank you so much, Dr. Biget. Actually, that is your favorite thing, celebrating. You have to celebrate yourself, celebrating you. So thank you so much. And I hope 2021 is going to be different. We're going to, even if it's tough, we're going to keep celebrating ourselves. So thank you so much. And our success as well, because what we do, getting up every day, like Bobby, she's showing us that she has a book club where all the masterminds, they help each other. That is actually having hope. When you're looking at the news and they're telling you there's coronavirus and they are having hope, they're saying this is who we are. And they're basically, they're changing their lives. And Tamia, she's actually, I've never met anyone who have been a soldier, who have been in the police, who is so bubbly like hers. She's just actually bonkers when it comes to this love and the personality. It actually wants you to be around her all the time. So thank you so much. How gratitude can help you through hard times, Bobby?
All right, gratitude again. We're back to gratitude, because how can it help? Exactly what Dr. Bigrit talked about is that it's everything in this world is vibrating. Everything, this desk I'm sitting at, everything, this house. If you look at it underneath the microscope, everything is at a vibrational level. So that is why gratitude is so important, as we said earlier, because it brings you into that vibration and it helps you look at the things that you do have in your life. And what happens with this, and they talk about it, is that one vibration leads to another vibration. This is like in a way that, and you have a bad day and everything is just happening, we're handling the dog and the kids. That's because you're in a certain vibration and everything is picking up on that. So the vice versa, when you really get excited and you really start switching the energy and looking at the things to be grateful for, then all these things you're in this vibration, you bring things towards you. But there's something I'd like to talk about to those out there listening, in that you have to be present in the moment and not saying, oh, I'll be happy when I make that raise. I'll be happy when I get that job. I'll be happy when I have that boyfriend. I'll be happy when. Be happy now, be in the present. That's why it is the gift. When you're in that past or the future, it's worry, doubt, fear. All you have is the gratitude and being in this moment and in this breath, because nothing is uncertain outside of this window. We could get off this Zoom call today and it could be my last day. We don't know. So be in gratitude and be in the gift of today and have the choice that it is your choice. And don't put it on outside circumstances. The boyfriend, he's not going to make you happy. You got to make yourself happy. And it was interesting what you just said, Nomsa, though, that to allow people to celebrate. That's something I have a hard time with myself. I really do. I'm here for everyone. But to allow people to be for me and celebrate me. That's a little tough. Even with all my coaching, I know that's not. So that's something. So break down those walls, break down those, those barriers. Let go of that ego. You're deserving of love. Let people love you and be grateful for that. Be grateful for the friends that you have in your life and set the intention. If your life is crap, set the intention that 2021 is going to be better, COVID or elections or anything. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. It's your perception. Is that cup half empty or half full? Because I'll tell you this, if you're looking for the negative circumstances, you will find them. Yes, I just believe there's a story behind that, but I'll let it go. So, I look for the good in everything, and that way I vibrate and those things come to me. So the more I'm in gratitude, the more gratitude, the grateful things come in my life. So think about that. Bring gratitude, bring gratefulness into your life and get onto that vibration and bring that in. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bobby. Yesterday I was saying it out loud. Actually, I think I spent an hour. I was praying and just letting it all out. How happy I am, how grateful I am to be actually alive, to be here. And I was like, I don't know whatever power that is protecting me, God, but I'm grateful. So thank you so much, Bobby. Because like you say, if you are looking for problems, you will find them. They're always gonna be there. So thank you so much. Over to you, Tamia, please.
Well,
How gratitude can help
yeah,
you?
You don't have to repeat that. Thank you. So what I'm so excited about is the energy on this panel. We all are flowing, and I like you said earlier, I hope you're taking notes, right? There are some real good nuggets coming down today. So I say dream big, dream big. And let me tell you why I talk about the dream. I loved what Doc said. When Doc said she was younger and her girlfriends got together and they made these plans. Well, you know what? It must be a universal thing, because I did that too. Okay. I didn't do it with girlfriends though. I just did it with me. I was like, I want to go see, now Egypt wasn't on the list, but Machu Picchu and London and Paris and all of these things. And I even went as soon as I could and got my passport, because I wanted to make sure that when my Prince Charming came, I would be able to pick up my passport and we would be able to fly all around the world uninhibited, right? That life was going to be beautiful with this man that would be in my life, right? But then he never came. So was I to just say, then I guess I'm not supposed to go to London and Paris and, Egypt and Bolivia and this and this and this, right? No, it was my dream. It was my desire. It is what I wanted to do. Ideally, I would have loved to have done it with another person, a helpmate, a soulmate, a lover, a partner, right? But that was not in the cards for me. Well, I was not going to, somebody listen, this is for you. I was not going to wait for that circumstance to come. Like Bobby Joe said, we say to ourselves, well, when I get married, or when I retire, or when the children leave, or when this, and this, right? Realize tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And knowing that, because I was in a violent career field, I was a law enforcement officer, and law enforcement officers die literally every other day, every day, whether what country you're in, right? I decided to go for it and actually go after my dreams. So how many times have I been to London? Over 15 times. How many passports have I been through? 3. I had to extend one for all of the travel. Am I married? Do I have a partner by my side? No, I don't. But I followed my dream because I believe in my dreams, and I believe that there's a purpose for the Lord putting them in me. And I believe that you too have to stop waiting for the conditions to be perfect in your life for you to live your life. The way I look at it, when my partner comes into my life, and I'm not a spring chicken, you probably can't tell with my glasses on, but I'm not a spring chicken. I tell you, I'm retired. So, you know, that puts me, you know, a few decades in there, right? But I still believe that my partner is coming. He is somewhere making his way to me, because the Bible says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So he needs to come find me because I'm here. So what do I do every single year to get myself in focus, to call in? Because I love what Dr. B said. You know, she dreamed of this, and then in her life in the future, it came. But why? Because she put it out there. She may have even forgotten it. A lot of us do that. We forget. That's why I encourage journaling. So you can go back and look. You know, go, if you went back and looked at your journal page for 1/1/2020, you things that you said you wanted to do in 2020 probably have changed, right? Because of what came in between, right? But that doesn't mean that they won't come to pass, because you've requested them. You put it out there. You know, you put on the menu what you wanted in your life. You know, travel, this, that. And don't be vague, folks, about it. Oh, I'd like something to eat. Well, I like something to eat. They might bring you a raw potato. You can eat that. That's not what you wanted, right? So be specific when you put it out there. I want, you know, I want a man. I could end up with anything, right? Be specific. Now, I could go long into this, but I think you get my point. Make a list this year. Write down vividly, as if it's happening. It's called a vivid vision statement, as if it's happening. I am on a yacht in Monte Carlo with the love of my life. The temperature is perfect. The sun is beautiful. There are people serving me. I'm, you know, eating healthy because I'm very fit. You know, I mean, you just put it all out there. Be specific. And then also make it so, because I'm a filmmaker, make it so that somebody could create that movie for you. It's so vivid. And then release it up. I release it to God. You can release it to the universe and watch. I even encourage you to be so bold as to put a date on it. By January 2020, I will be on an amazing yacht with an amazing man. I'm being vague because my vision statement is very intricate, trust me. But you want to make it detailed. Describe him. Describe what you're feeling, what the champagne tastes like, everything, what the steak, if you're eating steak, what the food, whatever you're eating, because it will come to you if you believe it, and be willing to wait and work towards making that happen. Make yourself the person inside your vivid dream, and then you'll attract that you desire.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tamia. That's amazing. That was powerful. That was powerful. So thank you so much. If you come to my house, I have a big vision board. Actually, my wardrobe is my vision board. It means I can't ignore it. I have two wardrobe that is closed. I have another wardrobe that has my running clothes. Nothing else is in there. It's empty. But the whole wardrobe is covered with my vision. Because if I have a vision board, I might forget, but my wardrobe, I can't. I have to look at it every single day. When I wake up, it's next to me. It's everywhere, basically. So thank you, Tamia. Thank you, Tamia, so much. Over to you, Dr. Biget, please. How gratitude can help you through hard times? I think this will be our last question.
Absolutely, Numsa. So how gratitude and even celebrations can help you through tough times. And Wallace Wattles, in his book, Science of Getting Rich, it's a small book, but so worth learning about it. And talking about Bob Proctor, Bobby Joe, I actually learned from it from my mentor, Mary Morrissey, who learned from it from Bob Proctor to read certain chapters that I've done many times. But he says it very well. Gratitudes and celebrations, for you to be able to celebrate with gratitude, those gratitudes and celebrations help you focus on the goods. And we know that what we focus on expands, because when we focus on something, we pour our energy into that. And imagine you are planting a seed. Let's say you have a sprout, you have a small plant to start with. You have two side by side, and one of them you water it appropriately, and you send love, and you clean up the weed from the side. You put your energy. The other one, you just put it in the ground. And then, well, if it happens to rain and water it, great. If not, well, what about it? It's going to be there and survive on its own. Which one do you think going to thrive? The one that you pour a lot of energy and love on. So when you focus on something, you actually, whether you know it or not, you actually truly are pouring your energy, your mind, your heart, your soul into it. And so if you focus on something undesirable, you're pouring your energy and mind and heart into it. If you focus on some things that is wonderful, including and very importantly, the little sprout. We don't wait until you win the Academy Award. You're a filmmaker. You don't wait until you got your postdoctorate diploma if you are a scientist like me. You celebrate the little sprout. You celebrate that you have not been feeling and have not been able to get out of bed for 3 days, and today you get out of bed. You celebrate that. Just like you celebrate, you don't wait for a baby to become a marathon, to win a marathon competitions to celebrate them, do you? You celebrate when the baby start crawling. You celebrate when the baby is taking the first step. You're like, hey, look at that, awesome, awesome, awesome. And that, what does it do? It encourages the baby to do more. Imagine if like the baby take the first step, they were like, everybody say, only first step, only first step. You're no good, you're no good, you're not winning a marathon. That baby will get discouraged. So celebrate and be grateful for the little things, the little sprout in your life, and celebrate it. You will focus on it. You will focus on the good, and whatever that good that you focus, expand, and you'll bring more of it in your life. So celebrate your sprout, celebrate your first tiniest step, and you will see that it will expand into the way that you would love it even more.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Biget. I'm going to celebrate every little thing that comes my way and every little thing that I have in my life. I'm going to keep celebrating, because that is going to give me, if I celebrate what I have, even my glass of water, whatever I have, just celebrate it and be grateful for that, because some people don't have what we have. So I have to celebrate that in my life every single day. So thank you so much. Happy New Year to everyone. For those who are watching us, we are very, very grateful for everything that you guys have been supporting us. And hopefully we'll see you soon. The new year, it will be 2020. I can't believe it. So thank you so much. And if you want to get in touch with our speakers, you can get in touch with them through Nkositalkshows page, or you can just message them direct. Thank you so much for the girls, the hard work. You guys, they have been amazing. What's that, Tamia?
Well, this is a dream come true, folks. And what I want to give as a last statement is, you are worth it. You are worthy. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't deserve that you desire. This was my vehicle that I got this year. This was my gift from God, a brand new BMW. I was going to settle for something else, but I was patient and was blessed. And this was my vision board car, and I have it. So please believe in the power of vision, the power of believing, the power of being patient. You are worth it. You are worthy. Go for your best dream this year.
Anything you want to leave with our audience, Bobby, please? Any words of encouragement?
After that? Yeah. Oh, you, my goodness. It is, right? What does Doc's saying say behind her? If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. We've given you a lot of little tidbits and nuggets here. Exactly what Tamia said. You got to set that intention. She had a picture, so she knew. If you can see it in your mind and you can feel it in your heart, and that is the trick, people. You got to feel it. Feel as if it's already happened, not that wishing, and it will come true. And if you're having a hard time, watch Nomsa. She has many, many, everyone. We're all like a Rubik's Cube and we're all trying to make it, and we all take a different way to get there, but we all want the same thing. I think that's peace in our heart and peace for our fellow people out there in the companionship. So God bless everyone and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you so much, Bobby. Over to you, Dr. Bigot. Any words of encouragement?
Yes, one quick word of encouragement, and my word of encouragement is yes, you deserve it. Yes, you can. If you need help, we're here for you, and make it a great year.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you so much. Live with grace,
Happy New
everyone.
Year.
Happy New Year.